Can y'all... Shit, this ain't live. One day we're going to get past that. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nyca, and with this week's edition of our trending topic, FSF. Y'all know what it means. A little bit of that Book Chip Friday, baby. A little bit of that. I can't put it in my titles no more because they be trying to come for me down here on the YouTube for the smallest offenses, it seems. But anyway, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nyca. Look, I'm gonna let y'all know right off the bat, girl, it is springtime, and honey, this pollen count is already re-damn ridiculous, okay? Girl, I tell you, I cannot. These last few days have been trying. I knew when I had went out on that damn patio and seen that little dusty yellow shit laying all across the ledges, and it was on the table and the little furniture, patio furniture and shit that's back there, and it was dusty on the cars. I knew I was finna begin to suffer, and that's what I was doing. Now, what I did do is I got some advice indirectly last night about getting this stuff from over at Walgreens called Allegro, right? So when I had left for work this morning, the Walgreens that's close on my route to work, it don't be open no 24 hours, so I couldn't run in there. But baby, the minute I got off, I ran down there to the damn Walgreens and got some of that Allegro. And girl, I just took it like 10 minutes before I hit this record because I wanted to try to go on and get it done in case and I do just pass out. So if I start acting like I'm a little crazy, I really ain't, girl. What's going on is I'm having some issues with my damn sinuses, and I done took some drugs. Okay, that's all that is. Now, let's get into our trending topics. And y'all know, as always, at the end of every trending topic, I will have a shout out that I do for, you know, channels that I have found and I feel like they kind of uplifting and, you know, things like that. So let's get into the tea first, girl. Wendy Williams. Child, you done pissed off Howard Stern. This week, they got into it, child, because in the book of my mind, all Wendy really said was he was soft and he had went Hollywood. She said he wasn't shocking as he once was. Well, Mr. Stern said hell to the no, no, no. And he took it to his Sirius XM show, and he clapped back at her ass. He called her a jealous bitch. Call her nobody, said she will never be anybody. He said she will never be him, although she pretends to be, because she lacks his wit and she does not have his talent. He also said that what evidence does Wendy have that he's Hollywood? He said he grew up a scumbag and is still treated as such today. He said she doesn't know who he hang out with or what he does. He said all Wendy talk about is Hollywood, and that's as Hollywood as it gets to me. He said if anyone in Hollywood did, however, call her, Wendy would be there in minutes. He said he's done nothing to Wendy. He's been gracious to her. He said that for her to worry about her husband, not him, and fuck her and her dumbass show and her mysterious illness. He said she disappeared for 2 months. Nobody knows why. Then she returns. She's returned and she's questioning me. Child, he said nobody likes her and that she's not a nice person, and that's why folks in Hollywood don't fool with her. He also said that her staff over at the Wendy show was doing dances when she was out. He said she a pain in the butt, and ended with it's a good thing she returned, implying that if she hadn't, she was about on the verge of losing her show. Now, girl, Girl, Howard went too far with that now. That sound like some shit Howard been wanting to say to Wendy, and he just now feel like she done gave him a reason to say what it is that he want to say about her. Now, that's some fucked up shit. Girl, that's fucked up. I told you I got that dry mouth thing again. Forgive me, family. But, yeah, girl. I just don't think that it was that damn deep what she said. All Wendy said was his ass was Hollywood and a little soft, and he wasn't the shock jock he used to be back in the day. Now, that I agree with her. He has kind of toned it down, but so has she. See? When you get these positions and these folks is talking contracts and positions on major networks and child talking about all this money that y'all about to make and shit, you can't just, you gotta watch your mouth. You gotta dumb it down just a little bit. You can't be raw like they've been raw on the radio before. You gotta bring that shit all the way down. Because you're gonna have to be able to be sponsor worthy. That's a part of your coin too. If they can't run no ads or make nothing off of this, then bitch was. So I mean, I understood that he did all that, but what I'm saying is, it seemed like to me he got a. It's like he been holding that for that right moment where he could just let loose on her. Because there really was no need to call her out them bitches and be so disrespectful to her over her simply saying that you have become a little bit Hollywood. Because you do be hobnobbing with them celebrities in Hollywood. I don't seen pictures of you with peoples. Non-radio people. So to me, he took advantage of what he saw to be an opportunity to probably tell Wendy how he really feel about her. Let me tell y'all something. You know, this fuck shit Friday. We're going to talk a minute. Girl, let me tell you something. I ain't got nothing against my Caucasian, a.k.a. Anglo sisters and brothers out here in America today. I ain't got no problem with y'all. I ain't, you know, I'm always ride for mine, but at the same time, I'm alright with y'all, okay? Just know this here, but this is something that recently happened. It probably should be a story time, but fuck it, I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me tell you something about them people. People always give you, they always remind you who you are. I don't give a damn if you sit at the dinner table with their asses. You go out on weekends on the yacht with their asses. It don't matter what the fuck. They always remind you who the fuck you are. You see what I'm saying? Now, my son, old lady, work at a restaurant, right? They had took my grandbaby to a doctor appointment. No, he wasn't feeling well. Yeah, he wasn't feeling well, and we thought he had an ear infection. So he had to, no, wrong day. This another day. I'm sorry, y'all. I told you I took the shit. I don't know. But follow me, okay? I'm going to bless you in the end. Now, this particular day, they went to the grocery store. They're in the grocery store getting groceries and whatnot. He called talking about his dog that ate his weed and he need to take the dog to the doggy hospital. I guess the dog ER. I don't know. I'm not a pet owner, so I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just assuming that's what the fuck he wanted. My son did not feel that he should do that. Next thing you know, that same night, a nasty review is written up about the restaurant she works at, and the way that it was worded, it made it seem as if it could have been his girlfriend / baby mama. Do you feel me, family? They always remind you who you are. All you got to do is step out on them, and they'll show you who they are. Not all. Not all. So I ain't trying to have nobody over here mad and in your damn feelings, because I ain't what I said. Listen to the words that are coming out the mouth. Girl, they always remind you. Wendy, he just reminded you of who the fuck you are. Moving along. Raz B of B2K said he was quitting the Millennium Tour only to later say he would quit if Chris Stokes would be there because he wouldn't feel safe. Y'all remember back in the day, Raspy said that Chris Stokes had sexually molested him as a boy. Then he get back on IG saying he's continuing and to keep him in prayer as he's a work in progress. Now, I remember y'all when they did that, when he was doing them interviews and saying that. I think, didn't he say that on a reality show or something like that? Either way, he been saying that for a little minute, that something went wrong. You know, that he was some inappropriate went on, okay? So, I can understand if he had concerns. Now, some people say this boy has mental issues. I don't follow him like that. I just remember my daughters harassing me when they was at the height of their success in their career as this group. My daughters harassed me by buying tickets to go to their concert and taking them to the show, dropping them off, whatever. I don't know. So some of you historians of this group maybe can get down in the panic section and let me know what's really good, because it seems like to me, now, if he don't have no mental issues and what he said back then, and seemingly to be standing by what he's saying today, saying today what he said then, I don't think that was crazy of him to say I don't want no parts of it. However, you knew at the beginning, when y'all was in the beginning stages getting the contracts together, you knew who would be on this tour. So if you had an issue, you should have backed out then. Now, I don't know if the boy got some mental issues. I think I even seen a porn of him. I don't know. All I'm saying is, if he feel like being around that man is going to cause him to have some type of trauma, then he shouldn't. But make your mind up. Stop playing with these fans, because there's a lot of them, from what I see down to the Instagram on the clips I see. It's a lot of fans y'all have that are excited about this tour, and it seems like y'all getting people down in the seats down there, so that's the most important thing. Don't be fucking up the money if you ain't got to fuck up the money. Now, y'all let me know, is he mental? And do you feel like if being around Chris Stokes, if he's on this tour, is going to cause this boy to kind of like go, it's a flashback. It's like reliving or reopening that womb again that was there because he said this man molested him as a child? Or do you believe that Chris Stokes ever did it? Y'all let me know in the comment below. Y'all remember Full House? Remember Aunt Becky, played by Lori Loughlin? Well, child, she surrendered to the FBI in connection with that college admission bribery scandal. So did Felicity Huffman got involved, got in trouble with this shit too. Now let's talk about it, bitch. It's alleged that she and husband, fashion designer Massimo Giuliani, paid $500,000 to have their two daughters labeled as recruits to the University of South Carolina crew team, even though neither of the girls participated in the sports. She is among about 50 people charged in this grand scheme. Now, y'all recall the story broke this week where federal authorities charged college coaches, standardized test administrators, and star-studded parents for paying enormous amounts of money to guarantee their kids admission into these elite schools. You got to work your ass off unless you got that kind of money. You got to work your ass off. They only willing to let you in based on what you can produce, your merits or whatnot. But it's all right for these rich people to come over here and pad your pocket, and you bring them in, allow them in admissions to these schools, sometimes under the guise that they are in a particular sports team or something in the school. Girl, that's some fuck shit. Now, I remember it's always been, you know, people who, families, you know, had a lot of coin and they would donate. And I always felt like that donate was, you know, like, if I donate a doorknob, then, you know, you're kind of let my cousin try out for a football team. Now, he might not make it, and if he can make it, he ain't got to be the star, but you let him play. That kind of thing. I thought it. I never knew the admission for you to even get in was being padded for certain people. That to me is unfair, because if you don't have that kind of money, you got to work hard to achieve the grades that will allow you to be able to go up into these schools. You got people out here who excel in high school and junior high school. They take these tests, they score high, and they still don't get accepted into some of these schools. I don't think that it's fair that these people, because they got, some coin, should be allowed to pave the way for their children to become college students. That's unfair to me. But it just go to show you, child. I wonder how many African American peoples is involved in this scam here. Because this sounds like white people shit to me. I'm just saying. What y'all think about that? Drop below. Put it in the penny. Now, family, there's certain things in life you just ought to know not to do. It is. It's certain things in life you ought to know not to do. Well, there was a female in Arizona that didn't learn that lesson in life, because she went over to the wildlife zoo in Latch Park, I'm assuming Arizona, and decided to climb a barrier between her and a wild jaguar and snap a peek. And he bit off her ass. I know some sensitive motherfucker finna be mad at me. But bitch, just think about this shit. What kind of high you had that made you, girl, you was trying to do it for the gram, and the grandmama, girl, trying to do it for the grandmama got your ass ate up. I almost got your asshole ate out. Now, thank God she didn't sustain any life-threatening injuries. But, bitch. I know this is a white woman, too. Girl, because they're the only ones. They the only ones be curious like that. If one nigga run, every nigga running. Not them. They got to go see. She went her ass up in there trying to take a picture of this wild ass animal and got her ass damn near chewed the fuck up. He like to beat your asshole out, girl. Oh, girl. Girl, why these people bring me joy sometimes? I can laugh about it because she wasn't hurt. But, bitch, this is an aha moment. Bitch, these are not pets. These are not house pets. The thing say wildlife zoo, bitch. Wildlife zoo. What the fuck? Wildlife ain't your friends. Wild says it all. Girl. Only one of them. Girl, what would make you... People always trying to do some stunting so they can post to their social media pages. Y'all stop living y'all lives to be on social media. Your social media craze could have cost you your life. That damn tiger or jaguar almost bit your asshole. Like, girl, you better chill with that shit. Child. Now, the zoo promised to keep the jaguar safe despite the recent attack, because the zoo came under attack following that incident. I don't know what the fuck for. It's rules and regulations that they put up on the wall as you are entering these zoos. If you crazy enough to put yourself close enough to a wild animal, trying to impress somebody, then you deserve to get your asshole ate out. That jaguar don't deserve to die. Free the jaguar. Fuck all that. Child. In love and hip-hop Hollywood news, according to the Jasmine brand, K. Michelle is planning to have her surrogate appear on the show next season. The lady identity has not been revealed yet, but her role has been secured. Well, who is K. Michelle man? I had heard something about a doctor at one time. Is that her man? I don't know. I just think that's a very private part of your life. But I guess if you on a show and that's a part of your life, it's all right for you to film. I guess that I personally wouldn't even be on the show no more, because it's certain things that go on in my life that I just don't feel is social media necessary. I just don't. And I don't feel like I have to record every facet of my life. There are plenty of things that I do that I don't cut the camera on for. A, I don't come from that era. B, I give enough of myself right here, over on Patreon, over on Spreaker, over on Instagram, and my Instagram tied to my Twitter and Facebook. So I feel like I reach out and touch the social media streets enough. I don't need to do no more than what I've done already. And that's how I feel about it. I'm not a person that if every time me and my motherfucking good girlfriends get together, I feel like I need to be recording us and stuff. Now, I did say that if that sex dungeon party Candy got going on, that show come to Dallas, me and them gonna go, and we probably will film us and how we gonna be looking for the show, and if whatever I can film on the inside. I know I'm not gonna be able to do too much because that's her money, and she's probably filming it herself to upload certain parts of it to her channel and wherever else she might want to put it. I ain't gonna violate her or nothing like that, but I did say I would do that. Now that's just because we talked about it in last week's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I liked that party theme. I mean, it reminded me of the old sex parties I used to go to. You know, if you want to know anything about that, y'all can check out the Storytime playlist. It's still on YouTube for now. It's gonna move to Patreon real soon, but it's still up right now. But I don't know. I don't think I would want to film that. Now, Media Takeout had said Stevie J was fired from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but considering the source, okay, whatever. I don't put too much into what they say until it's confirmed by several sources. And I do recall I saw Stevie J ads over on that little mini trailer for Love and Hip Hop. So I don't know about that. We'll see. Let's talk about Miss Nene Leakes a minute. Miss Nene leaking her feels again, y'all. Now, she took to her IG live to explain the entire closet situation and her unfollowing the cast, including Andy Cohen from Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? Now, I got what she was saying. Nene said she had told them from the jump she really didn't want them filming in the master bedroom, but since she was going to wind up going up there, she ain't had no problem with a couple of the girls coming up there right to her room. She had said that a couple of the girls, but no filming up in her room area. So if that is true what she said, when the film guy went to go toward the closet, she had every right to be upset up in there. Ain't no telling what Nene had in that closet that was personal. I just believe in not overstepping my boundaries. I'm going to respect you in your space. See, I don't think Candy and Portia took it serious when she said don't go back to the back of the closet, because she didn't say it in a way that was offensive. She was laughing and shit. So you thinking that it's like when your girlfriend say, bitch, I got some new shoes. Nope, don't go in the closet looking for them. And the girl go in there anyway because you knew she was going to go in there. That's the way it seemed. And to me, she only got upset because the cameraman tried to go back there filming, which she had told them prior to not to damn do. I understand that. But do I think she should have took it to a level 200 like she did? Hell no. And I'm sorry. Maybe it's me. Maybe God's still working with me, so don't trip. Because I feel like if you worried about your man and you stressed out, instead of having drunk night parties and why don't you go to the hospital and see about your husband? You shouldn't be having this kind of situation going on if you're under stress. Now, I do see where some people can say, you know, sometimes you do need to take a break so that you can breathe, especially being a caretaker. I get it. But go get you the break that you need. Don't apply alcohol and nut up on your friends. And then you unfollowing them saying that y'all ain't nothing but work friends. Y'all not real friends. Nene, it took you 10 years to get that? 11 years to get there. Girl, that's how y'all ever was. Now, I do believe once upon a time, you and Cynthia was a little bit closer. But you said Cynthia is a snake. Shade the fuck out of Cynthia. Down there to the Instagram. But you said all the women fake, basically. But you said Cynthia sneaky fake. Shade the fuck out of her. With her eyewear on and she caught you on it. Because the show came down below the post over on IG for the Real Housewives of Atlanta fan page. They posted Nene up there doing all that shading with them shades on. And Cynthia Bailey got right down there and said, "As Cynthia Bailey, and Portia said, Cynthia, you about to send me in the labor." I'm laughing so hard. And so was I. I just wasn't going in the labor. Nene needs to be real. Nene is a big baby. She wants to be that it girl, and she loves attention. And if she can't get it, she act out. Nene can tell you everybody's fault but her own. You know where the wisdom kicks in? When you can admit you're wrong and own it. I own my shit. I have always owned my shit. It wasn't always easy to do it, girl. Sometimes in owning your shit, you really have to take a real deep look on the inside of you. And if you know that that picture don't look right, fix it. Then you need to do that. Now, y'all, I had forgot all about Pastor John Gray and his wife. I had said, you know, if wifey cool with it, me too, you know, because in the book of my mind, I'm thinking, you know, what God put together, let no man put asunder. So maybe it's more to this story than what meets the eye. And if she can still remain in the marriage and faithful to him after everything that was alleged that he did, then who am I to judge her? See, it's one thing to break up with your boyfriend, it's another to break up with your husband. So I left this shit alone, right? Until he went his ass down there to the Real and gonna tell them people that he had an emotional affair, it was never sexual. He went on to say that about a year ago, him and his wife was in a difficult place in their marriage. He began to converse with someone other than a counselor, other than a pastoral leader, which is where he should have taken his issues and challenges. But nevertheless, he began to converse with this person, even being in the presence of that person at one time. But then he going to sum it up and say, being in the presence of someone and conversating with them does not mean that I've slept with them. He said he ain't never slept with nobody. And he said that he heard the rumors about him doing that, and he even heard the rumors about having a child with that said person, but that ain't him, that ain't who he is. He ain't did none of that. Y'all wrong. That's what he said. That's what he said. John Gray, just be quiet. See, that's the problem. That's when you know you can tell either a person is a complete narcissist or they carry narcissist traits. Because if he just shut the, and go lay down some damn way and just be quiet. Because we was beginning to get away from that story. I wasn't thinking about it no more. Like I told you, I felt like if the Lord told her to work with her husband, who am I to tell her differently? I wasn't messing with it. But then he come back with old nasty piece of lie. Now you're going to make us wake up to the story and start investigating on your tail. I ain't going to do it with somebody else because ain't nobody feeling that lie. Anyway, y'all, that's it. Those were all the topics I had for this week's edition of Bucket Friday. You know what I'm saying? I hope you all enjoyed the conversations that we had. If you have any thoughts and opinions about anything I discussed, drop it down below in the panty section. Now, as always, before I get up out of here on Book Shit Friday, I do a channel shout out, and this week's channel shout out goes to none other than Netta Girl. I'll link her below for y'all to go and check her out, but she a mature lady who has gone through some things in her life. But baby, out the ashes, like a phoenix, she rose, and she carries a lot of wisdom. She's humorous, and I just love her spirit. So y'all go over there and check her out, show her some love, and if you like what you've seen over there on her channel, go ahead and subscribe to her channel. It's only $3.99, and if you're going to subscribe, you might as well keep up with a child. So go on and press your notification bell button if you like what you see over there. Let her know Lady Nyca sent you over there. I appreciate when you guys go over and check out different channels. Like I said, with so much negativity going on the YT streets right now, I do like to focus my attentions on channels who are promoting something other than drama. It's more to life than all of this. In real life, some folks just need to chill, you know what I'm saying? Just let go, let God, and go on about your business. That's all you have to do. But I'm not here to tell you how to fight. You better fight till you self-destruct is what I say. But that ain't my business. I'm in a better place in my mindset and on my channel here, and I'm just grateful for everybody who either was here from the beginning of the journey and stuck it out with me, those who have come along as the journey has been in process for the last 4 or 5 years. I just appreciate everybody that supports Lady Nyca. Now, let me see if I got any announcements on my way out. Let's see. Y'all still can join the Patreon for $1 right now. You can go over there. Over there, there will be more interpersonal relations with me. I will be doing lives only over there from now on, unless I catch a wind and want to go live over here, but I doubt it. I'm probably going to just be doing lives over on the Patreon, and once you become a member, I have posts up for you to leave me your information so that when I'm planning a live, I will send you the link for the live and you can come over and enjoy the conversations. We're going to be doing conference calls over there. Like I said, I got a giveaway that I'm going to be working on over there. 2 of them actually. One is going to be, you know, a gift card, and the other one is going to be a book. It's going to be a book for my readers over there, because I like to read too. So I got all of that working on it, and I am going to start trying to put more content over on Spreaker. I'll link my Spreaker down below. You can start following me over there, because that is yet another avenue I'm going to be working on, building the podcast. Hopefully every week I can have somebody come in, you know, one of my good Judiths or one of my kids, or ain't no telling who might be a guest on the podcast over there. So y'all just be on the lookout for that. Also check out my second channel, The Evolution of Nyca, where I talk about all things autoimmune, especially lupus. I put a video up over there earlier this week, or last week, I don't remember, girl. I put a video up over there recently. So go over there and check that channel out. And as I end every video, y'all remember the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video. Ratings get me recognized on these YT streets. Comment down below in the panty section. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on all topics discussed down below in the panty. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already for the free $99, hitting your notification bell button so that each and every time that I have an impromptu live over here or drop a pre-recorded video, you can come over, join in the conversation, and I'm always in the panty section at some point. I get behind, but girl, I get back down there with a vengeance, and I will talk to you if you talk back to me. Again, check out Netta Girl, honey. Check my girl out. I'll link her below. I'll see you guys on the next upload. Peace.